Okay, so back on this project, we got our piece machined, and we got it machined to somewhat press fit inside of this piece. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to solder it. We got a little silver solder over here. We got some flux paste. We're going to coat this up real good with some flux, and then we're going to stick it in on this arbor press. Just like that. And we're basically just going to press this down on there. And we'll press it right down in there if we can. Just like that. Okay. And that press fit may even be enough right there to keep it from leaking. But we're going to go ahead and take some solder, get the torch over here. Solder this thing on there. That should be good enough right there to keep it. Let that cool down a little bit, and then we'll finish screwing it together. Okay, so it cooled off. I'll bring it up in here to the camera so you can look at it. And I got a little extra solder there, but it's not going to hurt anything. I did get a little dab down here, and I just kind of took a file and filed it off a little bit, and it should be fine. So the next step is going to be to thread the piece on here. So what we're going to do is we're going to put some tape sealant on there. And some of you people that have never used this type of sealant, right hand thread, you hold the piece you're going to put the tape on in your right hand, okay? Then you put the tape, pull a little bit of the tape out like this here, hold this in your right hand, and you put that tape on the top of it, okay? And pull it down on the other side, and then rotate it around this way, just like you're screwing it in. And that's the direction that you want to put the tape on. So as you can see, this is on top, okay, and I'm rotating this way, and we're screwing that tape right on there. And that's the way that you're going to screw this in, and that's going to keep the tape from unscrewing off of here when you're screwing this into your next piece. Okay, so we'll just pull that off of there, and now we've got a nice taped up joint. Okay, now before we put the next piece, before we screw that piece on here, we're going to go ahead and we're going to put the hose in on. So we're going to drop that down in here like that. Okay, and then we got the seal, washer seal for the hose. That's going to go up in here, and we're just going to kind of push it up in there like that. And now this end is going to screw onto the end of the hose, we're just going to screw that onto the end of the hose. And as we screw it onto the hose, it'll push that seal up in there. It's actually up in there pretty good right now. You can see the seal is up in there. Okay, and this turns on here. So we're going to screw this on the end of the hose. So now the next piece gets screwed onto there, and that piece is going to be a quick connector. Okay, one of these ones, you pull it back and it quick connects. And what it quick connects to is this right here. So this is going to go right up inside of there when we hook it up, and that's what it's going to quick connect to. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to thread this into here. Okay, and then we'll get a wrench and tighten that up, and then we'll go ahead and proceed with putting this piece into the other part. Okay, so the next part that we're gonna fool with is going to be this extension blowgun. It's Central Pneumatic. I got it at Harbor Freight, 2-foot extension blowgun, and it's got this end piece that screws on the end of here, and this long extension screws into this part right here. So we're going to install this other quick connector in on the bottom of here, okay, and get this ready, and then we're going to see how it works, and we may modify this in. I'm not sure, I haven't got that far yet, but we're going to see how it goes. So let's get this part out, open it up, and pull this part out right here that we're going to use, which is this piece, and we'll get our tape, and get the tape ready, and we're going to put the tape on this part the same way. We're going to put it right on the top of there, just like that, and hopefully you can see that. We're going to put it on the top, and we're going to rotate that thing right around, just like that. 1 full revolution, 2 full revolutions. That should be plenty. Okay, to seal them threads. It's kind of important the way you put that tape on there, because if you put it on backwards, when you screw this in, the tape will unscrew off of this part of it. You know, so you want it to go in the right direction. So now we're just going to screw this into here. Okay. We'll just tighten it down with a pair of channel locks. That should be good enough. And there's no telling if this is going to work or not, because this is some Harbor Freight stuff, and it's kind of iffy at best. But you know, we'll pedal with it and see. And you know, as with all Harbor Freight stuff, sometimes you have to modify it to make try to make I call it making chicken salad out of chicken shit. That pretty much sums it up. So anyway, I'm going to hook it into the air compressor hose over there, and we'll try to blow some air through it and see if it holds air back, or if it totally blows to pieces and disintegrates, which could happen. Okay, so we got it together here, and I put it on there, and it does leak a little bit, but I think it's more this hose from the air compressor leaking more than it is that this is leaking. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and put together this extension, and I'm going to go ahead and screw the tip on it, and screw this in here like this. Okay, and then we'll put this in on here. Of course, the air compressor has, that's going to be noisy. Okay, I turned the video off because the air compressor was on, but as you can see, Alright, so it does work with the air compressor, but the main thing that I really wanted to test was this adapter that we made. And basically this adapter, what it's going to do, it's going to plug in to here, and then we're going to hook this to the garden hose, and we're going to see just how much this thing leaks when you push the button. Alright.